reforms implemented by Jamaica since 2013, growth remains elusive. Mr. Prime Minister, you signaled it. Corruption. Corruption is a big factor in that. This helps to explain why net direct investment in 2023 at US $376.5 million is way below, less than half, what it was in 2015, when it was US $926.5 million. Corruption remains a scourge on national development. The siphoning off of funds and depriving our people of resources for investments in better schools, hospitals, roads, and other infrastructure. It affects everybody in a very real way in their daily lives. Corruption diverts resources from intended purposes and therefore reduces such investments. Mr. Speaker, as Minister of Justice, I developed the Integrity Commission legislation out of a determination to strengthen Jamaica's anti-corruption framework, to reduce the prevalence of corruption in the country. I brought the legislation to Parliament, and it went through a rigorous review of an extensive Joint Select Committee process. After the change of government in 2016, the legislation was ultimately passed by this government in 2017 and was brought into effect in 2018. All the commissioners and senior officials of the Commission have been appointed during the tenure of this government. The Integrity Commission is a vital institution. It needs to be protected from attempts, current and other attempts, to weaken or dismantle it. It is a relatively new institution, and it is our duty as parliamentarians to nurture and support it, ensuring that it has the resources and the legislative support it needs to carry out its anti-corruption mandate fairly and fearlessly. Mr. Speaker, the next PNP government will ensure that it has the resources it needs to do its work effectively. We will also enhance its tools by passing legislation for unexplained wealth orders. Unexplained wealth orders. That was an agreed commitment. That was an agreed commitment that, of CMA, the Crime Monitoring Oversight Committee, which this government has reneged on. We will amend also the Act to require public, and I'm talking about the Integrity Commission Act, we will amend that Act to require the public disclosure of government contracts. It was never intended that the practice of the Contractor General to publish all government contracts on a website so people could see who's getting them and what they're for, how much money is involved, that the Integrity Commission Act should prevent that. To me, it is a flawed interpretation of the section, which has led to that decision being taken, but it has been taken. We need to fix it. Mr. Speaker, on a related note, we will reintroduce the system of having the opposition appoint chairpersons of the various committees of Parliament tasked with monitoring the performance of government and holding the executive to account. Mr. Speaker, I know that when you're in government, having the opposition chair committees is not always convenient politically. You know, it sometimes gives rise to uncomfortable things being said or found. But it's very important for the democracy that the cleansing sunlight of proper independent scrutiny is brought to the affairs of state. And to have the government chair these committees undermines that. We know that innovation of having opposition members chair the committees started with the JLP under Bruce Golding. When the PNP came to office in 2011, we kept it. And they chaired the committees at that time. And in fact, it was kept up until the 2020 election. And it wasn't in their manifesto to change it. But soon thereafter, they changed it. And it's only two of the committees, the PAC and the PAAC, that the opposition now chair. But all of the others do not. And we have not seen any evidence of any improved performance in those committees since the change was made. Mr. Speaker, the SSL scandal has rocked Jamaica's financial system and tarnished our image with investors. We again demand that all reports into what happened at SSL, including the Crow report and the temporary manager Ken Tomlinson's report, be released to the public so that the sunlight of transparency can bring a better understanding of how our sprint icon, Usain Bolt, and hundreds of others got fleeced in SSL.
Yes, yes, yes!
to
Yeah,
establish
man.
a
We
commission
can't go
of
court,
inquiry
man.
into that matter, focusing also
Put back the
on
camera
the
upon him, no man.
history and how
Put it
it
back
is
on
that
28.
a licensed institution was able to carry down so many investors for so long. It is unprecedented in Jamaica. This was nothing to do with the economic issues of facing other dealers or the market generally. This was a specific problem in that institution. It should have been addressed and it wasn't. Mr. Speaker, the opposition and the wider society remain very concerned about the Prime Minister's situation. He has been the subject of extensive investigations by the Integrity Commission. The report resulting from that investigation contained findings which the opposition and many Jamaicans find troubling. The report called for further investigation by the FID, the Financial Investigation Division, and Tax Administration Jamaica. The Prime Minister has responded by taking the Commission to court, seeking to strike down the legislation itself
Jesus.
on which the anti-corruption framework depends. In the meantime, the Prime Minister's statutory declarations of assets, liabilities, and income for the relevant years remain uncertified by the Commission. Mr. Speaker, this is an
look shame.
and it goes to the heart
Because you know the truth a bust you. Your conscience a bother you. You can't hide from your conscience. You can't hide from man, but you can't hide from your conscience. You're bigger you see your face? Yeah, man, your conscience a heat you.
Jamaicans will use that opportunity of those elections to decide whether to allow this highly undesirable state of affairs to continue.
Yes!
Mr. Speaker, we are in a year of national decision-making. It is an election year. To my fellow Jamaicans, I say this. Later this year, you will have an opportunity to choose your government in free and fair elections. We will be championing positive change. We have already begun in this budget debate. We will be coming to you with more plans and details over the next few weeks. Examine our policies and decide for yourselves. My fellow Jamaicans, do not get distracted. Do not be intimidated by anyone who seems to want to rob us of our democratic way of life. Jamaica doesn't belong either to the PNP or the JLP. It belongs to the people of Jamaica.
Yes! Belongs to it.
Determine who they want to lead in government. The people of Jamaica are the title holders of this nation. When the time comes, we will work on behalf of all Jamaicans to build a Jamaica where everyone can live, work, raise families, do business, and retire. We envision a Jamaica where everyone can thrive, live their dreams, and be happy. We champion the building of a Jamaica that is nice for everybody, not just a few. We champion the building of a Jamaica where God is at the center and our values and attitudes are conducive to harmony, peace, and the pursuit of happiness. We champion a Jamaica where there is protection for the vulnerable and where justice flows like a clean and pure river. A Jamaica where you can imagine the life you want and be equipped with the tools to build that life. We come to champion a Jamaica where you can live in dignity and hold your head up high, where you feel content, respected, and truly blessed to live a way hard. That is what a PNP administration under my leadership will set out to do from day one in government. We will champion these positive changes. I seal my commitment as a champion of positive change with these words. I pledge my heart forever to serve with humble pride this shining homeland ever, so long as earth abides. I pledge my heart this island, as God and faith shall live. My work, my strength, my love, and my loyalty to give. O green isle of the Indies, Jamaica strong and free, my vow and loyal promises, O heartland, 'tis to thee. Mr. Speaker, God bless Jamaica.
Amen. Brilliant presentation. Brilliant. Bravo. 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 Excellento. Bravo. Bravo. That's an excellent presentation. Well presented. Yeah, man. Gay 28. Headache. Thanks for watching. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Remember me, I tell you. Well proud Market G. Big up yourself, bossy. Big up yourself, star. Big up.
This is where we cut through the noise.